Hey guys, what's up? Fan here again, and today I'm bringing you guys another video commentary / guide, and this time I'm going to be playing Nova. So this is a pretty standard build for Nova in my opinion. I have seen several different builds for Nova, including kind of a build which works off of her decoys. And I might do that one later, but for today's purpose I'm just going to do a pretty standard one that's not based off of her E. And I'm going to show you guys how to play with it, how you should basically play Nova, and how you should be thinking throughout the game as a Nova. So the way I learned Nova was about a month or a month and a half ago when I first got into the scene. I basically looked at the VODs and stream of C9's iDream, who I believe was pretty much the best Nova player at that time, and possibly still is. And I basically, tried to learn as much as I could about the movements of Nova and how you played Nova in team fights, how you played her, in the laning phases and whatnot. And that's what I'm going to be trying to convey to you guys, at least to the best of my ability here. So level 1, you want Ambush Snipe. It increases the damage of your snipe 20% when you use it when you're cloaked, or within 1 second of being, decloaked. And most of the time this just results in a 20% damage in your Q, which is really nice because you need all the damage you can get as Nova because, it's kind of like a Zeratul where your purpose is to be sneaky, get to their backline damage dealers, and burst them out as fast as you can. Now at level 1, what I like to do with Nova, and what Nova's really good for here is roaming. Unlike Zeratul, who can, solo lane pretty well, Nova is absolute garbage in terms of solo laning, so you really have to roam a lot. Level 1, for me personally, I just pick a lane, like right now I just picked mid, and I just start sniping people as fast as possible. I know a lot of Novas in solo queue, they roam back and forth and basically do nothing for like 2 minutes while they roam, and they just wait for someone to be low enough for them to kill. I don't really do that. For the first 2 minutes or so, I like staying in like one lane, and I like just spamming Q out, because for the first like minute or so, most likely all the enemies are going to be full HP. And when they're all full HP, there's really no point in roaming, because you're not going to be able to get a kill. So what I like to do is I like to spam Q. It does a ton of damage, and basically what this does is, it puts a lot of lane pressure on whatever lane you're going in, and it makes them scared, and it also lowers their HP bar, so you can probably, there's a Nova there, so I tried to snipe her there, but I missed. But like I was saying, you can probably put enough lane pressure that, that guy had to back, and he basically is playing really scared right now as well, so there's that. Snipe that Nova. That's all I do right now. And looking here, there's really not much roam to be had, so I'm going to continue helping Tychus. And you'll notice that in the early game, I very rarely use my W. Generally, I will only use it if I think I can get a kill. If I don't think I can get a kill, I will only do Q, because Q and W actually do the exact same, or they use the exact same amount of mana, but Q does like 240 and W does 80 at my level right now. So, it does approximately like 3 to 4 times as much damage, while costing the same amount of mana. So it's just a lot more efficient in that regard. I probably could have killed that guy if I hit him one more time, but didn't manage to do so. In any case, he's really low, so that's probably one less person that's going to be seriously contesting for this tribute, which is good. I'll start it right now, and I think they're just going to let me have it here. Yep, they just let me have it. Perfect. And I'm not going to go there because there's 3 people. And just going to back out here, not a problem. See if I can get a snipe on that guy. I'm going to get a snipe on this guy. And just force him out of lane here. So this game I've been pretty lucky. I haven't even been forced to tap the well yet. And I'm putting a lot of pressure on their lanes. And I've already gotten a tribute. So all in all, things have gotten pretty good right now. I'm going to take this watchtower. One of the advantages of being cloaked is you can take watchtowers really easily. And now I'm going to start rotating over here, because I think that Nova's a kill if I can get, if she overextends too much. Unfortunately, we both missed our snipe there, so no kill today. So going back to the skill tree, level 4, there's 2 things that people get, and those 2 things are Gathering Power and Envenom. Personally, I like Gathering Power a lot more because it does more damage. That guy should be dead. There we go. It does more damage if you, you know, in the long run, especially if you include your ult. It amplifies your ult damage by a ton. And Envenom is more of like a, you know, power spike at level 4 thing in my opinion. Envenom is really, really strong at level 4 and in the early game. But Gathering Power, as you gather more stacks and as you get to level 10 and have like another thing that synergizes with it, you know, Gathering Power just gets stronger and stronger later on in the game. And that's the kind of playstyle I prefer playing. Okay, so here we're taking their towers. See the guy's a little kind of low and taking the watchtower there, so I'm gonna wait like 2 seconds and then immediately come in here and take this from him. So the reason why he's taking this is most likely because he's at his giants. It's just the common thing to do. And yep, right there I can see he's at his giants. I don't think he saw me yet, so I'm gonna let him get as low as possible there before I try to attempt anything. Check out the lane situation. It looks like all the lanes are fine. And now I'm just gonna run in here and I actually missed the snipe there, so I have to bail out. That was a really poor snipe by me. He's gonna try and shoot me, so I'm gonna run away. I don't know how long that thing is. Okay, it's not quite long enough. I might be able to kill him actually if I can hit just one more snipe. And there we go. Might be dead here, but I think it would have been really, really worth it if I could have just hit the first snipe and killed him outright, because then I would have also been able to steal the giants. But unfortunately, I missed. But, you know, in the end, it still turned out okay. He got giants. They're not going to do that much because he's dead and we can just clear them. And because he's dead, we get the first or the second tribute for free. And that's going to put a lot of pressure on them when we contest the third one. So now I'm just going to take top because no one else is there. This Rainer is like doing too much damage to our turrets. So I'm going to harass him a little bit, try and get him off here. But really, Nova can't really do anything in a solo lane. So I'm just going to ignore the creeps. There's really nothing I can do about those. And try and get the Rainer to stop pushing, which I seem to have succeeded in, at least for now. Okay, looking bot, it looks like my teammates are doing good. I'm just going to leave top because, you know, as a Nova, you never want to be just in a lane trying to clear creeps. It's absolutely useless. I'd rather be helping my teammates, so I'm going to go down there. Anyways, so I talked about the Gathering Power versus Envenom. Both are viable skills. Envenom's better early game. Gathering Power is a lot better late game, especially if you don't lose stacks. Level 7, anti-armor shells. Basically, you know, your auto attacks do 3 times as much damage, but you attack 3 times as slow. I'm going to try and come over here and stop this guy because he's wrecking our base. And the reason why you want that is because, you know, it's just the bursty build. Once again, as Nova, your objective here is to burst someone down as fast as possible, and the anti-armor shells really help you do that. Okay, I can't chase that guy because Rainer's peeling for him, which is fine, I guess. It looks like they actually killed a lot of our people bottom, so that kind of sucks. Right now I can't do much, everyone's like full HP. I'm just going to try and get whatever snipes I can here. Once again, I'm going to try and force him to stop pushing this lane, but, you know, 1 versus 1, there's only so much I can do here, especially if he's surrounded by creeps and I can't get a clear Q shot on him. I can get one on that guy maybe. So once again, I find myself in a lane by myself, which really sucks because as Nova, you can't clear creeps whatsoever. So once again, just gonna try and do as much damage to the heroes as I can. Okay, so I saw the Uther stun there, immediately reacted with my precision strike, and we managed to wipe them. So that was good. So going back to I guess my ultimate, I chose precision strike. I think it's the better ultimate, like, you know, 70 to 80% of the time. It just, the global range allows you to do so much more with it. You can clear creep waves with it. You know, if bot's pushing on the other side of the map, I can just ult it. You can you know, really have a lot of map presence with it. You can use it to obviously deal a lot of damage to multiple heroes, to snipe back lines, to help your allies when you're not there. It's really just the utility plus the 60-second short cooldown. Those two things combined make it, you know, my preferred choice. However, I do think there is a place for triple tap, and you know, before this patch, I thought precision strike was 99% of the time you should always pick it, but now triple tap can be good at sometimes. For this game, however, I'm going Precision Strike. So Nova's here. I'm going to try and help this guy. He overextended there, so he's dead. He ulted nothing as well, which is good for us. So right now we're cursed. My team's trying to get mercs here, which is fine. I'm just going to wait for the well because I'm kind of low on mana here, and I want to be topped off. So that's what I did with my ult there. Level 13, I get Advanced Cloaking. It's basically for the faster cooldown, which amounts to, you know, faster damage and more damage over time. The movement speed is also quite good in terms of juking when you're not mounted, and you know you can get in better position for better Q angles and whatnot. So overall, I think this is really good. You can take Spell Shield if you're getting destroyed by another Nova or Zeratul or something, but usually I prefer Advanced Cloaking. One thing to note is that the 25% movement speed for Advanced Cloaking does not work when you're mounted, which kind of sucks, but overall I think it's still worth taking. Level 16, I get Crippling Shot. That hasn't changed at all. Basically 25% extra damage to anything you W, which is a huge amount of damage, and it's anything that attacks it for 2.25 seconds. So it's just a really, really good option, and there is no other choice, in my opinion, for the level 16 talent. Okay, so here we're going to get our boss. Hopefully they get it. And these guys are rotating down, so I'm gonna be chilling around here, trying to get vision safely for my team. Okay, that guy went back mid, so they're probably not coming bottom. And you can see that the Raynor has Spell Shield now, so I can't do nearly as much damage to him, unfortunately. He's in the choke there, but the Tychus stopped going, so unfortunately he could dodge that ult. Otherwise he was definitely dead. It's not a big deal that I burned my ult because the cooldown's so short it'll be back up, hopefully before any major engagements happen again. Just gonna continue queuing from safe range. Just random Nova just appeared and actually hit all her skill shots on me, which is really bad. I need to retreat now, and the Nova's right there. You know, make sure I don't get hit by her skill shots here. Try and dodge it. Okay, it looks like she's not going for me anymore, but we are losing a lot of heroes here, which is not good. And at this point, I'm just trying for the max range Qs. I'm trying to stay out of range of their heroes while still trying to help my team, because this battle is too close for me to just go back and heal. Try and kill that thing. And like you're seeing here, basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stay out of their spell vision or spell range, and I'm also trying to stay out of their vision range. But unfortunately, I think I just stepped on a few Avatar mines there and died. So that was pretty bad on our part. They're gonna get this next tribute. It's not the biggest deal because they have no reason, or you know, they don't have 3 tributes. So basically, this is just one, and it won't put too much pressure on us. And yeah, there wasn't that much reason to stay there, unfortunately. I was gonna try and rotate up there, but forgot there was an Avatar, and we got boned. So let's see, did I say anything about the skill build here? It looks like I've explained most of my choices for my skill tree here. It really sucks that I died there because I lost all my gathering power stacks. I think I was up to quite a few. Yeah, it looks like I was up to 6 there probably before I died. So I'm going to have a huge decrease in damage. However, it's not the end of the world. I believe I can get the stacks back. So, no, not... You know, it's not as bad as losing stacks on like Zeratul, in my opinion. Even if I have like less damage, I can still poke from like a fairly safe range, which is good. I E there because I see that Nova. Don't want her to snipe me. And I'm trying to look for a good ult here, but I really don't see one, so I'm just gonna back off for now. Continue trying to do damage from range and back out again. Looks like we traded 1 for 1, which is okay. I might be able to kill that Malfurion if, okay, so the stun was there, so we managed to kill her, which is great. And here, I'm not even going to bother mounting because I have my increased movement speed, but Sonya's not going to chase, so we're not going to get him. Just going to snipe the building here, try and take it down. I don't really feel like diving this, so just going to push it down there, and help. help this guy here. This guy is very out of position and dead. And they're basically feeding me gathering power stacks at this point, which is really good. Alright, I'm gonna head back up here. If this guy tries to fight, I might be able to kill him, but it looks like he's playing pretty cautious. And with an Abathur hat, it's gonna be really... Well, I guess it wasn't that hard after all. The Abathur didn't shield him there, I think. Alright, so they want to do the boss. That's actually a good idea. I'm gonna ping it again, because I agree, and hopefully we can get everyone over there. Gazlo is really good at doing bosses, so we should be able to get this down if Gazlo goes and actually does the boss.
Who can gather this one?
Looks like he's just preparing for an ambush of some kind, but they have 2 people down, so even if they ambush us, I mean, they're just gonna get crushed. So he really should be helping us do the boss, but whatever, we're still gonna get it. This is pretty stupid. It looks funny though. Okay, looks like we lost the 4th down there just due to Abathur being Abathur. Not a big deal. Managed to steal their boss, and they actually got our team cursed, which kind of really sucks. However, really not too much we could do about that. I think it's worth it. What we need to do now is basically push out every lane to counteract their curse, and what they're going to do is they're going to defend their boss. So it's kind of an even trade in that sense. I'm going to come here. If Gazlo starts these, I'm going to help him. Because it looks like, you know, this lane is perfectly fine, this lane is okay, and there's someone in bottom lane already. So our lane situation is fine, and they're basically wasting this curse right now. Or they're trading it to clear a boss, which is a trade I'm perfectly willing to make. Level 20, I get Bolt of the Storm like 80% of the time. Bolt of the Storm is just so good, you know, you can use it offensively, defensively, and considering Nova has no real escape mechanics, she really needs Bolt of the Storm, you know, especially to keep yourself and your gathering power stacks alive. And I'm gonna hit that guy a couple times. He has silence, so I'm gonna kite back, just in case he was gonna use it there, but he didn't even end up using it. Right here, I'm gonna try and get an angle for the shot. Got the shot on him, and he's dead. And I actually ulted there because I thought the Rainer would be in range, but he wasn't, so that was kind of foolish of me. Looks like it doesn't matter, we managed to wipe him really easily there, and I'm trying to get this thing before it leashes fully. Hopefully that guy doesn't die. Okay. And now we have another boss. And level 20 while they don't, so this is really good for us now. I'm gonna go back for mana because I'm kind of low on mana, but so far so good. And I'm, of course, back to 6 gathering power stacks, so I'm at full power once again here, so feeling pretty confident, feeling pretty good about this game right now. And, you know, just talking a little bit about the way I approach team fights. Basically, you see me playing Nova the same way you would see me playing Zeratul. If you haven't seen that video, you can check it out on my YouTube as well. And basically, you know, I'm just hiding in the shadows, trying to look for a good angle to land an uncontested snipe on one of their damage dealers. And I'm also trying to be really safe about it. Because, you know, Nova, unlike Zeratul, you don't have a blink until level 20, so it's really hard to escape if you get caught. So I'm always trying to look for an easy angle to get a Q on their carries, but still, you know, be able to easily escape and not get hit by any skill shots that I don't want to get hit by. Okay, I'm just gonna throw that out there instantly because I saw the stun, and here we kind of wombo comboed them a little bit, and they're in a ton of trouble now. Okay, looking pretty good. Let's snipe the tower there. If you have nothing better to do, go ahead and use snipe on the objectives, you know, turrets or forts as well, because it actually does do a lot of damage. Let's try and get a snipe on that guy. I think I missed. And here I'm just kind of staying around my team. That's the real Nova, I think? No, the real Nova's up there. And yeah, we're just kind of skirmishing now. I'm gonna put the E there to block any potential snipes from that Nova, and I'm gonna run away here because kind of low. Run out of that. Can't tell if that one's the real one. It looks like it is, so I'm just gonna kill it. And by real one, I mean the real Abathur clone. Okay, so now their Abathur clone is down. They got cursed. We're still here, and they're basically just rotating death timers at this point, which is really good for us. That one is the real one's over there. And at this point, this fort's forfeited, and if he walks too close, I'm gonna go for the kill on him. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the kill with the offensive blink, and he dies there. Okay. Here we should be going for either the core or the other forts. Since I'm not, we could probably end it, but since I'm not confident my teammates will necessarily do the right thing there, we might as well just go for the safer win. Okay, so that one was kind of bad as well. I kind of hesitated there because of, last time I did that, the Rainer managed to walk out. And this time I did it, I actually just did it too late. It's actually harder comboing than I thought. Alright, but here, yeah, there's pretty much nothing they can do at this point. I'm slowly picking off all the heroes here one by one, doing a lot of damage, and it's pretty much game over for them. Just gonna start hitting the core now. But yeah, so overall, as you can see, Nova is still completely viable in solo queue games or duo queue games or whatnot. It all relies on, how well you can get to their backline and kind of assassinate their heroes, I guess. Nova still has an absolute ton of damage, and while she can't really 100-0 anymore, she is still really, really good. So you can see here, I still had a ton of damage, did more damage than the Tychus on my team, so Nova, still really good hero. Play it like you would play a Zeratul. You sneak around, you try and stay on the very edge of their vision, stay in fog of war if you can, just constantly poke with Qs, and always be aiming for the carries. So yeah, that was pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys learned a little bit about Nova, and if you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel, and if you have any comments or suggestions for videos you want to see, feel free to comment in the section below. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time.